Hello and welcome to Ready Player Dumb. We are playing Driver Parallel Lines and
We're trying to escape a tunnel.
the dream is collapsing. Bwah, 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 ba 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 ba. Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck you and fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I think this is the farthest I've ever made it.
Yeah. You always hit that guy. Yeah, well. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm pretty sure that this is the last mission. This is a pretty gnarly mission.
Yeah.
Not bad. That's funny. I do love the death though.
The tunnel's collapsing. Get out of there now.
Okay, so it's right, and then I love the way they just have the cars aim for me. Left, right, right, left. I'm just a bad driver.
I like how this guy's like, what shit? And he's like passed out in his
It won't
car.
let me in these cars.
Yeah, I think they are meant to just be trashed. Like, once they crash into something, they're dead.
Can I just restart? Yes. Wait.
I would not want to do that. Just wait for the timer to go down. I'm too scared to do it the other way.
Well, apparently my car's not. Oh yeah, I just did.
Good old police.
Crazy old police.
Don't they know that they're killing Keanu Reeves?
Was that?
Don't they know that they're killing Keanu Reeves?
Yeah. Poor guy. Alright, so it's right, left. Whoa!
Oh, that one got fucked up.
Right, right, left. Watch out for cars. Like this one.
Good.
Oh, that
Watch
almost.
out for racks.
Come on, let's make it farther than I've ever made it. Alright, there's always a car right here. I was ready for you.
Furthest you made it in the circle. 5, 4, 3.
Yes!
Thank God.
Oh, did she actually care? Oh, oh no, it's.
Kill Corrigan.
Oh.
Shoot that son of a bitch down and I'll come find you.
I never once gave you a second thought. You were dead as soon as you brought me the money back.
There we go. I can see. There we go. No. Stop doing that. I'm trying to. I'm changing my weapons,
Yeah.
and the game is like, oh, you want to see this mode? But that's pressing down. Why is it doing it?
I don't know.
That's just bad. Where are they? Where are they? I feel like I'm very clearly aiming.
What the fuck?
Was that Corrigan saying that? Is he saying that because he's dying? Why am I suddenly losing wheels? I feel like this hasn't happened like the majority of this game. Like I know it's happened once or twice.
They upped the physics on this mission.
That's probably gonna fail me. Are they saying help police or help
the police
police?
are murdering everybody. I'm wondering if he just endlessly flies around.
I kind of hope so. I know what you're thinking. Oh, of course.
Off to the right.
Fucking rock.
He's on the
Turn, turn.
street. Wet.
All in all, I'd rather have it a turn. Okay. I'd rather eat a toad.
Did you make it? Thank God.
Because I want to kill you.
There are nice cars right outside of the tunnel.
Shoot that
Just
son of a
FYI.
bitch down and I'll come find you.
Yeah.
I never once gave you a second thought. You were dead as soon as you brought me the money back.
I think this is where I'm supposed to really make a dent.
What the fuck?
Smoke.
Business decision, and the right one.
I'm definitely going the right way.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to shoot it.
Woo!
Pit stop.
Well.
Alright, here's this one. Where is it?
Ahead, and then you just turn right on the small street.
Oh, I turned too early.
Turn left at your next stop.
Yeah, I might have lost him here.
I don't think so.
Yeah. There's only one way to finish this. There's no timer.
Maybe. Well, I know there's no timer, but once you get a certain distance.
Okay, so there's nice cars around me.
Yeah.
Did you make it? Thank God.
Right in front of you.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Shoot that son of a bitch down and I'll come find you.
I'm gonna scream if it keeps doing that.
I never once gave you a second thought. You were dead as soon as you
These
brought me the money
fences.
back.
Huh?
The fences were like spinning all around. Fence tornado.
Is that hit?
I don't know. No.
What the fuck?
I worry a little bit because there's no health bar on this helicopter. I'm like, am I just... do I just
You're probably
chase him?
basing it. Yeah, just chase him, shoot him.
But
I think the what the fuck is like maybe the first quarter of his health. And then he's probably gonna say something else.
You getting the picture yet? You don't mean shit.
Fuck you, Corrigan! I don't want to hear your shit! You get the pick. Fuck! Oh, is she gonna kill me?
The killer. She wants us both dead. Open your eyes. We can do a deal here.
Back off, Maria.
Don't listen to him.
Back
TJ.
off. He's mine.
Don't do it.
Shoot her!
If you want him to suffer, give him to me.
You know what those sick fucks will do to me? Shoot me! Isn't that what you want?
Maria. Does the game give me the decision? I would have given
You
him to
useless
Maria.
piece of shit!
This is my moment. Now what? What does a guy do with his life after he tore up half of New York City?
Yeah.
Look at my car. Oh, that's a helicopter.
Yeah.
My car doesn't look much different. And
Driver. Parallel lines.
we did it!
Yeah.
We beat another driver game, the fourth of the driver games, Driver Parallel Lines, the game that had to follow the mess of Driver 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah, as somebody who despises drivers since our experience in Driver 3, did this game do anything to repair some of the damage?
It was better than Driver 3. It was much better than Driver 3.
It was much better than Driver 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like, in general, the driver games are not my cup of tea. I was never like a big car or race game fan unless it had like Mario
Right.
in it.
Right. Mario Andretti.
But no, this one was fine.
Yeah.
Here, you talk about you're the car person.
I'm the car person. So, Driver 3, one of the most infuriating parts of Driver 3 were the mechanics once you get out of the car.
Yeah.
And they did it, they used way too much of get out and shoot stuff, and the mechanics just weren't ready. They weren't there, and it was horrendous. And that game was glitchy as hell. This game really wasn't that glitchy, for one. I'm very good at breaking games. I think I broke this one a few times. But nothing quite like we saw in Driver 3. So it improved there. But, yeah, really, where this game just, it got back to more of the being in the car. That's the whole reason people play the driver games. Give me a mission, driving through a town, dealing with police, or other, bad guys in cars. Give me a time limit to do a task, do that stuff. This game did, once again, include elements of getting out of the car, but the mechanics were a lot better. Not perfect, but they were a lot better. And it just felt like a lot more options in this game. More entertaining options. Again, I think I've said this multiple times, but my biggest gripe maybe with this game is probably just that you are forced to open world to get to your tasks. And while in later games, for example, the Grand Theft Auto series, where it almost functions the same way, the difference here is that with this one, it wasn't forgiving. So it just felt, there were a few times that I died where it was like, okay, it didn't throw me way back where I started, but sometimes it just felt like there was too much getting to where I needed to do my next task.
Yeah.
Now, for the developers, that could be seen as filler. Like, hey, this adds to the game time. It adds to, as it's part of the gameplay. It's no different than any other game trying to connect one world to the next or one mission to the next, and just having moments of filler. I just wasn't a big fan of that, of that in this game, and because it really. With the yeah, I don't know what that
on
says.
our big TV.
With
I don't think it's even readable on here.
Yeah, with the health, factor. If you crash, your health took quite a big hit. Yeah. The car damage and whatnot, but it was a challenging game. Ultimately, I'm happy. I felt like this game got back to where it needed to, and yeah, as far as like, hey, let's kind of return to more of the basics of Driver. I enjoyed that. I thought the missions were a lot more fun here than they were in Driver 3.
Yeah.
This one looked like it was improved upon.
Yeah.
Props to them
because
for
Driver 3, I felt like you couldn't see more than 40 feet in front of you.
Yeah. Driver 3 was terrible.
Yeah.
This one, it was a very well put together world that they built.
Because they focused on one world and it was big and
Yeah.
They did good.
Yeah, I enjoyed my experience with this, and this was a game that I had never played before. As Sarah mentioned, I have played driver games, but it was just Driver 1 and Driver 2, and I played the hell out of both of them.
Yeah.
3 was my first time stepping out of there, and I was like, oh, God. But Driver Parallel Lines, I was like, oh, okay, there's some relief. Because I told Sarah, I'm like, we have more driver games. So I was like, hopefully, don't make that. This one was better. This one was better.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, did you? What did you think of the story in this one?
It was fine. Yeah, I kind of liked that it took place in two different like times.
Yeah, yeah, seeing the cars of old and
Yeah.
the world of old, and yeah,
And then going into 2006.
yeah. This game also has a lot of like mini games that you can jump into. We didn't do a lot of them.
Yeah, no.
But I think Sarah will probably be behind me when I say the best part of this game was the donut man.
Guy.
Yeah.
Donuts, get your donuts.
And I love that that's like a built-in like, you know, game. Like I find that a little bit creative with how they.
Yeah, like if you wreck it, then you gotta have all the police.
And then you get money. Like there's a lot of elements that we didn't go deep into with this game. Back in the day, had this been a game that I had, and I was like, hell yeah, you know, you can beef up a car, you can earn money, you can, and I imagine that actually probably quite like improves your experience if you're actually going through the trouble of making a car that is fast and doesn't get beat up and all that. I think that's the idea.
New York is yours.
Yeah. Look at that, and then now it's just a matter of, you know, hey,
Explore the city to find all the side jobs.
so it's like a, you know, oh, be a completionist. Well, I should be.
Era change is now available.
Yeah.
You can make it the 70s again. Ram Raider awarded. Check your garage.
Is that? Oh, please tell me that's the.
You can probably teleport to your garage. You have to go into. Oh, there we go. Jersey Racetrack. Oh wait, maybe it was high school.
I think you're right.
Well, this is a garage. Let's check out the Ram Raider.
Let's see it.
Try commercial.
See, like this. Why don't you show me? Oh,
Negotiator. Okay, so we do have that. But what is the Ram Raider? Can we look at some of the other cars that we have, like under the different
Yeah.
categories?
No,
You're clicking the wrong shit. Go to the front.
it's hard.
There you go. Okay, that was commercial stuff. Plus-
Wait, so commercial stuff includes this, the prison van. Ooh.
Yeah.
And this again. So we just have those two. Okay. Muscle.
Got the Serrano.
That was like our
The
first car.
Andic.
Oh, this is the only one I did anything with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the sports car.
Ram Raider.
Oh,
that's that one.
yeah, I like that car. And then show me my race car.
Serrano Racer. Number
Yeah.
45.
Yep. And then there's this
Uh,
Jeff Gordon.
24.
Totally supposed to be a Jeff Gordon looking car. Okay.
All right, let's take the negotiator out for a quick spin.
All right. Shall we? Is that how we'll finish this off?
Yep.
Let's do it.
There you go. Jesus. Now go compete in the race.
I'm trying to see. Do you get bullets? Wait a minute. I know how you do this. No? They don't let you bullet ties this thing? I found the bullets. Do you want me to race? Or do you want me to just go terrorize the city?
Race and shoot all the cars.
It said press R3 to race.
Okay, well then don't race then.
I want to race.
Are you good? Okay, just don't.
That's R3. It's the same button.
Well, I know, so don't race and go blow up some cars on the street.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm not very good at aiming.
Just barely.
I can't even hit people. Where's that? Whoa, where did that one go?
There you go. You glued it up.
I glued it up. Well, folks, we just want to remind you that we really appreciate you all joining us here. If this is your first time watching a Ready Player Dumb, thank you for joining us along. If you're a continued viewer, thank you so much for your continued support. If you are a first-time viewer, we'd love to have you for more. If you would consider hitting that subscribe button, and yeah, don't forget to hit the bell notification so you always know when we're around and uploading every day of the week, 2 times a day, a whole bunch of uploads, a whole bunch of games that we've already played, including every preceding driver game. Oh yeah. This is how you let off some steam. I want to get that guy. Why are people so hard to believe? Oh,
You got him.
F you guy. Also, if you'd like to be more involved, you may notice that at the end of our videos, people have their names. Those are our patrons. Shout out to all of our patrons here on Ready Player Dumb. Woo! Is that a fair zone?
I think it's an art installation. It's like a clock thing. It's got hands and stuff. I don't think you can.
Damn it. But yes, you could go to our Patreon, patreon.com/readyplayerdumb, and join us. Get your name on the end of the videos. Join our Discord server. We got a whole bunch of other perks there and different tiers that you could do. There's the Statue of Liberty.
Way out there.
And yeah, we also have a Twitter where you can keep updated, and that is.
RPD_gaming.
We have a Twitch.
RPD_gaming.
And yeah, folks, this is going to be a wrap here on Driver Parallel Lines as we drive the Negotiator around town, where apparently there are 0 cops, by the way.
Yeah.
Like
New York is yours. Maybe that means there's no cops anymore.
Interesting. We hope you
no,
had
I
fun.
see
What?
I see one.
What did you do? Oh yeah, coming here, biatch. This reminds me. I remember when I first saw somebody play Grand Theft Auto 3,
Yeah.
and there was the tank, and I was like, that is
There they
incredible.
go. They're right in front of you. Got him.
And I didn't even get stars for that because I couldn't report it.
You see this guy running in circles next to you?
He is like, he's doing the mummy approach. I am your friend.
Alright, folks. Well, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, and we will see you for the next one on Ready Player Dumb!